Capitalism will test your ethics and possibly put you out of business. This whole thing with Anthropic, right? Anthropic has a $200 million deal with the Pentagon, with the Department of War, and the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, is saying to Anthropic, you got to give us full access to your models so that we can do whatever it is that we want to do. And Anthropic is like, yeah, we don't fully understand how these models work and what they will do in that kind of environment. We don't know what it will do when we give this AI that we don't fully understand access to some of the most critical and advanced weapon systems and detection systems and targeting systems that the world has. We don't know what the AI will do. And so, yeah, we're pushing back on that. The thing about having a principled stance like that is that, you know, you got your competitors of OpenAI, you have Google Gemini, you have Facebook's Llama, right? You have all these major data companies and AI companies that are looking at this and like, well, Anthropic might feel that way, but we don't feel that way. And we might do that for $150 million. And so now what does that do with Anthropic? The best customer that you can ever have is the United States government and the United States people. And now you're saying no to money because of ethical concerns, which shout out to them. That is a very difficult thing to do when you're staring millions of dollars in the face, having to answer to your investors, having to answer to your creditors, having to answer to all these people who are expecting for you to make money and make the best decisions for them to make money. They're not necessarily asking you to make the best ethical decisions, but they're asking for you to maximize shareholder value. And what better shareholder value can you have than having a $200 million contract with the Secretary of War, with the Department of War, the most powerful military in the world? So when we look at what capitalism will do, it's saying, well, if it goes to their competitors, well, their competitors now have a competitive edge of how to utilize AI in a defense environment, in a truly offensive environment where, look, we're dealing with weapons. We're here to kill. We're not here to increase your productivity. We're here to increase your killability, right? We're here to increase your lethality. We're here to increase all of those things. And we are literally living out 1984, Demolition Man, iRobot. We haven't gotten to iRobot yet, but we're getting there soon. We're literally living out the movies that we've watched as kids and as teenagers. At least millennials are. You know, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the next few days, in the next few weeks, in the upcoming weeks. But capitalism is something else, because if they wanted to, they could. If they wanted to, they would.